other and bullshit about being creators.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Or I mean, for me, like I haven't been able to like set time or promise anybody anything about any time.
No, and I get
Um,
that. I get that.
and so
Definitely.
I've got to feel like my summer is going to be a little bit like that, or at least this month and maybe into next. I don't
I,
know.
s- I see the
I
stream now.
Yeah, I got it back on. Um.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Elvis Costello has cancer.
Oh.
What?
What?
Yeah, very
What?
aggressive cancer. He canceled a tour.
What can? What kind?
I don't know. I'm gonna
Oh,
open up the link.
how old
Sucks.
is he? He's not that old.
No,
Right.
no,
You have to be old to get cancer.
I was just like kids
Oh,
have
no.
I
cancer.
know. I know.
I mean, you could be like 21 like me.
Uh.
Or you could be like 75 like Wabbit and get cancer.
I'm not 75. Thank you.
He's 24.
I don't think it's or this story doesn't seem to say what he has.
No, they seem to go out of their way to not mention it.
Just small but very aggressive cancers.
Yeah, it's I just get the same article up.
Oh,
Well, it sucks. I don't ever want anybody to get cancer. That sucks. Cancer.
no.
Well,
Eat.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does suck. I don't. You know. I don't know.
I mean, hey, at least he didn't hang himself in his closet in the hotel room or
He still got time.
I got so fucked up by the Anthony Bourdain thing that I actually
Uh.
even looked up the hotel he was staying at and looked at the hotel room bathrooms, and I found where he could have hung himself with bath his bathrobe.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean that's like where you got to say to yourself, "What the fuck am I doing?"
I don't know. There's always someone you can talk to, man. You know.
No, actually, there isn't. Is the funny thing.
Well,
Everyone says that.
There's
I
not a.
get that too because there's certain people I only talk to about certain things. But like, if those certain things are causing me to have a problem where I want to die every day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like just because you think, like, I don't know, like I think back on shit I did as a stupid as a kid. I think about something I could have done different, something like that. And I just
Oh,
like, fuck, I wish
regret.
I could die. But I don't mean it because if I was actually approached with the choice to die, I'd be like, no, 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 no.
Yeah. Right.
Fucking Assassin's Creed is coming out in
Yeah.
October.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Something to
gotta
look
wait
forward
till
to.
then. You know.
Having something to look forward to in your life is very important.
Well, I mean,
Agreed.
No matter how big or small.
it is.
And if anybody's listening and feels the need to talk to somebody, yeah, get in the Discord. We're here.
Yeah. Once I figure out
Just
my
Well, they can't
join
get in.
Diamond Club.
We have to invite them in.
well, I just gotta figure out how to find the. Do you see this dog? I just gotta figure out how to find the URL for the Discord, and then I'll give it to everybody. Like, cause I don't care. Like, if you want to be a part of the Discord, you don't have to be a subscriber, Patreon. Just fucking be a part of it. Whatever.
I found something handy the other day to find Discord URLs quickly. Oh.
Mr. Handy.
Yeah, it was Mr. Handy Dandy.
Okay, Candy.
When I was a little kid, I collected all these tools or what I created into tools around my house.
Yeah.
I think I was like 5 years old or four or five. And I decided I was going to drill a hole in the wall to connect my bedroom to my brother's closet so I could I could go and hang out with him in his room and then sneak back through the closet. So I cut like a hole, like
That
I
would
don't
have been
know,
cool
about
though.
about the size of a toilet paper hole, a roll, like that size hole. And
Oh, yeah.
I cut it big. It just went right through the drywall and cut it out. And then I had my kit, and then my mom eventually, of course, found it. She got really mad. She's like, "Well, how did you do this?" I said, "With my candy's handy dandy, do it everything kit." So, anyways.
So, I mean, why couldn't you just go through the door?
I don't know. Because you was a 4-year-old child.
As a child, you think that's going to be the coolest thing. Like, she's going to go through that wall and meet Mr. Tumnus, you know?
Yes.
You know, I did stupid shit as a child. Like, see, that was my whole problem with Millie Bobby Brown. Like, I heard she didn't do anything racist and all that. But, like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking 31 years old, about to be 32. Come pick on me. I don't care. I'll smile, laugh, and I'll probably pick on you back. But we ran a 14-year-old girl off of fucking the internet. Like, come on.
Wait, what happened?
Millie
What
Bobby.
did she say?
Okay,
the
incident that happened was apparently she was in an airport and there was some person of some religion, I want to say Jewish or something, and she was wearing some kind of religious hat. And Millie Bobby Brown, she was like, "Will you take a picture with me?" And Millie Bobby Brown's like, "Yeah, I'll take a picture with you if you take that ridiculous hat off." Then supposedly took the hat, stomped it on the ground, and didn't. This is all misinformation, though, Jackie.
It's bullshit. Okay, so it's bullshit.
Sounds like bullshit.
They later
Yeah,
found.
that sounds weird.
Well, they later found.
I mean, if she was drunk, maybe, I don't know, but
the same person that posted that about Millie Bobby Brown said that was her favorite hat, and she wore it all the time. So they, of course, everybody on Reddit and everybody that wants to delve into it went and was like, "No, you never wore that. I've never seen you in that. And none of your pictures have you in that. If it's your favorite hat, why won't you wear it?" So Millie Bobby Brown became a meme of everything racist, transgender, of everything. So all she could do was leave the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So 4chan went crazy or something and decided
basically, but not really. It was like
it
was like the Schwood 4chan incident, though. It was
usually it's like a kind of a group of 4chan that decide that there's something fucking ridiculous that they're just gonna yeah.
Like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna fucking poke the bear, but like,
I will.
She shouldn't fucking leave the like. She should just fucking
she shouldn't have.
Take a break.
At her. Actually, she should have, because at her pinnacle of her career, it's any negative press is good press, but at the same time, if she gave a statement, then she'd have to give a statement on a million other things. So the best thing for her to do is just to walk away, and then she's got Stranger Things season 3 coming out.
Oh, she don't need Twitter, yeah.
She don't need none of that shit. Like.
There's some celebrities, like, say, Kim Kardashian, who absolutely fucking needed Twitter to become what she is today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because she has no fucking talent. She's got a booty.
Me too. All I got is tits, and I'm trying to make it, okay?
I mean, obviously you can hear the jealousy in my voice because I don't have, like, a billion followers and I don't have a nice booty.
Don't feel bad. I'm stuck in a hole. Like,
although no, actually my booty's pretty good. It's the rest of me is not that good.
I
haven't
seen you in person, so
not the kind of ass I am.
I can't speak for your booty.
Please don't. Hashtag me too.
We just know you can't get an infection.
No. I'm not gonna molest you on the internet.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But I
fucking love being able to make fun of. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say more power to your booty. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. By the way, guys, I'm really starting to embrace this Me Too thing. And time's up.
Yeah, me too. I'm really starting to embrace it too.
No, I mean as feeling licensed to make lots of jokes.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been at that
You
point,
know what
bro.
I mean?
So like, I mean, but what? Like, if I don't make jokes about it, see, my whole point about the Me Too thing is there's
Well,
gonna be
see,
one
that's gonna come again.
fucking
You
there.
can't, dude.
I don't give a fuck. What? Why can't I talk about it? Because I'm a cis white male. Fuck you, cause you judge me for being a cis white male. Oh, I need to check my white privilege. Who said I had privilege? I'm fucking white trash that lives in a trailer that fucking is barely surviving. So
I
kiss
just
my
think
white
you're.
privileged ass.
I
How
just think
I
you're
feel about it
annoying.
is one
I
person's
think.
gonna fuck it up for everybody by lying about a Me Too. And it's gonna cause everybody to be in question.
Oh my God! Oh no!
Whatever. What? Oh no, I lost 50 followers. I'll fucking
No,
cry
no,
about
no.
it
You're
later.
fine. You're fine. No, I hear you. I hear you.
And I mean, I don't.
There's so much. That is like. Actually, I saw. I don't know if it was on Netflix or where, but there's a new like documentary on like comedy and like being appropriate or like
Well,
what is it called? The Last Laugh, I think, and they talk about like Sarah Silverman and all the stuff she said and
oh, I love her
um,
though. I do. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck. See, comedy
right.
is comedy, man. Like it's supposed to push boundaries, but
Oh, and
I
Mel Brooks. Oh, the part
oh
with Mel Brooks is
no,
really good because he talks
yeah,
Love Mel Brooks.
yeah.
Mel Brooks is the best.
and he talks about the backlash, for the producers when he tried to make fun of Hitler, and like now it's okay to make fun of Hitler. It's okay to make. And so they go into a lot of that. Like obviously they talk about like
Always okay
Jews
to
and
make
comedy,
jokes
and
about
yeah.
The thing that
it.
pisses me
Joke
off,
is good.
But it's
I
worth a
mean, that's
watch
the problem.
the
if
thing
you
that
find that
piss,
documentary.
Joke has to be good.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, the joke wasn't good when fucking Roseanne wore a fucking Hitler mustache and baked gingerbread Jews in an oven, but we didn't put her in
Whoa.
fucking jail, fucking for making a like the guy that made the dog fucking Z Hale. We didn't put her in fucking jail for dressing blatantly like Hitler. So like I think it's double standards. Like I'm at this point now with comedy. Like I feel you. Like I've made mass genocide jokes. I've made fucking just stupid ass jokes that I don't agree with, but it was a good bit at the time. But like it wasn't hateful. It wasn't fucking like uh
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
someone down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel if you want to be a Japanese girl that identifies as a boy on Tuesdays, then fucking be it. I want to be famous. So live your dream. I'll live my dream. We'll just meet in between and we'll talk about how our dreams came true. That's how I feel. I'm not advocating for hate
That seems
speech.
fair enough.
I'm not advocating for hate speech. You should not be able to spew vile shit unless you're Max
Unless you're
Trobot
vile.
and you're doing it at Trump.
Unless you're. Oh, well, have you been following, like, Trump attacks?
Yeah, I see them every time I get on Twitter.
Sorry. I apologize to everybody except that orange fucking crusty Cheeto. Fuck him. He can eat shit. Suck a dick. I hope you die of penguin AIDS, you
What?
motherfucker.
Cheeto?
Actually, I was sold on Trump when I first started, like when it all first happened,
Fuck
because
him.
well, the
That
reason why
motherfucker would sell your kids to MS-13 if he
no,
could make a buck.
no shit, he would sell his fucking own mom for
Yeah.
but
He'd
that's
fuck
not.
his, more importantly, he would fuck his own daughter, am I right?
I mean, I'd fuck his daughter too, but it's not my daughter. So
I'm sorry, I'm just good. You guys have heard about his, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
Listen, okay. I think that look. Anyways, I think
NSA, CIA, FBI,
but
fuck you up.
how
Come
I
get me, you know where I live.
how I felt about it was the only reason why I was like I didn't vote for Trump. First, let me say that. But the only reason why I was like, okay, maybe Trump is because we've had all these
Sorry.
people that weren't businessmen that tried to run the country and we were in a deficit and all this shit. Why not give a guy that actually has $1 billion fucking dollars a chance to see if he can turn a profit for the nation? That was my whole point. I don't agree with his racism. I don't agree with his build the wall, but I will say I know how to build walls and build fences. I'll go build it for him. You know, fuck, if he's paying good enough. But
I get why people fell for it, but that motherfucker would sell anybody. It doesn't matter how much you support him. You can't ever support him enough.
I don't.
He will sell your ass out in a fucking heartbeat.
I don't support
because he's
him.
that kind of scumbag.
I actually feel bad, and this is not talking shit on Drury. Like, that's his job because he covers the politics and all that shit. But there's specific journalists out there that just wait for Trump to do something so they can talk about Trump. Like, I actually feel,
well, that's journalism.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, how many stories have I ran besides the fucking PewDiePie's editor exposes PewDiePie? I've clickbaited twice in my entire life, and the second time I did, I got so much shit.
I mean, you don't have to go down that road.
Well, I'm just saying. I got so much shit for clickbaiting, but it was funny, and it was cool. And but at the same time, when people expect you to have this bias and this integrity, you know, when you do shit like that, it doesn't do nothing but fuck with your integrity. You know, I'm not talking about me fucking doing that. I'm talking about other journalists just hounding after Trump and shit. Like, who fucking cares, man? Like, who fucking cares? What are we gonna do? What?
I don't know.
I mean,
as a country, we need to get some shit together.
Yeah, exactly. At least you make him feel bad for 5 minutes on Twitter if he actually reads your. I bet you there's a Secret Service agent somewhere that reads your tweets all the time and is laughing his ass off, or her.
Well, you know, I kind of tend to agree with you. Like, you know, who honestly, how can we focus so much on just Trump? Like. I kind of take, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Noam Chomsky, but I kind of take more of sort of his view on things in this realm where Donald Trump is obviously just the distraction.
Yeah,
the stuff that we are focusing on right now related to Donald Trump controversy, whether it be Stormy Waters or whatever her name is, down to...
I love her, by the way. She is fantastic.
You know, across the board, it is a distraction. And now, sadly, though, I mean, there are kids that are being separated from their families and stuff, and now they have definitely become a major distraction because how can you not give a damn about these people's lives?
Well,
you know,
I agree with that.
But it's not just Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump is put there. He is the celebrity that puts sort of a certain world regime that wants America to not focus on some of the bigger issues that worldwide issues, global issues that we should be caring about if we care about the history of this planet or the future of this planet.
I'm not going to get
anyways, all right, now I'm going to get off my Chomsky box, so, but that's kind of how I feel about it. So
I was just talking shit. I'm not going to get biblical, but
oh no, I wasn't biblical.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, Max. Because you're Catholic. How it says in Revelations that
I was.
Well, you were. So I said you were. Was. I said was.
Oh, you're setting something up. Okay.
Well,
no.
It says
my bad.
It says at the end of the times that everybody will be debating money and what is going on and not really paying attention to what is really important with the global environment and shit. That's not
exactly.
It's not verbatim, but that's what it says.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys: Would you?
I just didn't want to put out any false airs. I was raised Catholic. I am now a fairly avowed atheist.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what's funny about that is a lot of Catholics end up that way.
Yeah.
And I think it's because they have to go through so much Catholicism that they're like, fuck all religion.
Well, you know what? Honestly, what turned me was like, I bought into it. I'm like, this is awesome. this all makes sense. Let me start looking deeper into it. Let's figure out how this all works out with the real world, and then everything kind of fell apart at that point.
It doesn't work out in the real world, man.
No.
Because
I mean,
I've tried to be the nice guy, and it doesn't work. You can't be.
I'm not talking about the morality. I was just talking about like the mythology of it. Like we can fit X amount of animals on an ark, and a fossil record.
If we're gonna go conspiracy theory, what if the Anunnaki, because of the ancient Sumerian texts, talk about what the fuck is his name? I can't think of their form of God and the devil, but they basically created us through DNA. So if they were able to put 2 by 2 of each animal on an ark, and they did it through DNA, it's possible.
Yeah, but that's way.
I know it's way out
retroactive.
There. It's way out there.
No, that's way retroactive. Nobody said anything about DNA in 1940.
No, it's just a theory. It's just a theory they have recently for the ancient alien thing.
Well, of course, it's revisionist.
And honestly, I hate that they call these theories, because they should be hypothesis. They have no, besides MK Ultra, number stations.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between commonplace, what theory means colloquially, versus what it means scientifically, and that's fine.
Yeah, but it should still be a hypothesis, because you don't. A hypothesis, you go, oh, this could happen because of this. A theory is...
Yeah, here's some crap I'm throwing out.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But a theory is, this cup is blue, so therefore the cup is blue. If I shine it up to the light, it'll give a blue reflection. That's a theory. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, DNA was first isolated by a Swiss physician in 1869.
Did you know that DNA actually has an extra chromosome that they're looking for?
I know that doesn't mean anything about real when we talk about DNA.
They're looking for the Adam chromosome. They're actually looking for human superhumans that have more children, like fucking well, what I mean by like super fathers, like Genghis Khan.
Okay.
Or not Genghis Khan.
Oh, you're talking about like evolutionary bottleneck stuff.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So they're doing that, especially like the big ancestry push. It's like so they can get DNA from all around the world to base on where the original people could have come from, like, because there's a defect in DNA that is carried on from father to son and passed on. So, DNA.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of weird problems with DNA tracing, and I mean, if you go back far enough, we're all bacteria.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't believe that
what
shit.
does it matter?
I really don't. Like,
I
don't believe in the Cro-Magnon man. I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory.
What?
I don't believe in none of that shit. And it's not even because of my religion. It's not even because of my religion. It's because I just don't believe in that shit. Like, I believe that, we did have Man X. See, I have a theory of the Bible and religion, period.
Okay.
What if it's misinformation? What if it's
save this stuff for the stream. Save this stuff for this. I'm telling you now. We gotta save this stuff for the stream.
We're after show. So.
And also.
But I'm totally in for what you have to say.
Yeah.
I'll probably disagree with you 100%.
Well, that's why you're supposed to be here, is because I can't be right all the time, and it's better when we argue, anyways. Because we don't argue, we just debate.
We talk about shit, man. Yeah. That's all. I love it. I like this is good. We need to use this.
What were you saying, Jackie? Go ahead.
No, actually, now I'm so high I can't remember what you guys were just discussing. But I know I was looking up DNA, and and then I thought about like a really cool discussion topic would be some of the cases that have been solved recently because of DNA.
Yes.
Like, that would make it in our total crime.
The Golden State Jack-Off.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Please! I wanted to find someone to talk about crime. What's in the podcast for so long?
Our next episode, which we're doing.
We could
We're
do
doing research on it
We
this
could
week, Max.
do
We're
a
doing-
side
Oh
thing.
shit, dude! I will do.
well,
Oh,
our next episode is
God.
psychopaths, sociopaths, and what was the other one? I can't think of.
And social personality disorder.
Yeah. So we're gonna do
Oh my
research on.
God,
We're gonna do
that's
research on
me.
this week.
That's
This-
me, man.
This show will not be thrown together like it has been the past 2 weeks.
Dude, can I not tell you
Yes, it will.
that the last?
Yeah, Juanita's right. It will.
Yeah.
I will honestly say
We
that
will half-ass this shit.
We will have an outline
Impressively.
though. We will have an outline though.
the last 10 years of my life, I have been like almost full time trying to understand why someone becomes either a sociopath or a psychopath, because I dealt with like a
Save it for the show, Jackie.
no
Save it for
I'm
the
just
show. Cause I could tell
Okay.
you. I could
Can
tell
I
you,
finish
but
my?
then, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say finish my. So because I spent a good chunk of time in a very weird, awful, dangerous way with one, and so since then I've been
With a
I've been
sociopath or a psychopath? 'Cause there's
both, yeah, worse. And anyway,
See, and that's an interesting
how did you not
perspective that I
die?
have too. Is that you don't know people that have to interact with them
yeah,
don't bother with classification.
right.
Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sorry.
And so, well, I mean, but it takes a while to figure out exactly where it lies. And you might not. Anyways, okay, but the problem is I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I just want to stop talking about it right now. So
No, you
Yeah.
can talk about it. I mean, I just didn't want to root because that's our next episode. We'll save it for the show and come next week. I don't know what you're doing Saturday.
Please.
But
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll try.
This show is pretty much whenever we're all available to do it. Like we.
But it wouldn't take me like more than a minute to write up a little like short doc of links to major like type serial killer type cases that identify each of those types of personality disorders.
Yeah, well, if you want to write like
I mean, I could do it in 10 seconds because I just of all the podcasts and research and stuff I've
Well,
whatever.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say if you want to
Yeah,
write up like an
bring it.
email
Yeah.
or something like that, we'll read it out and.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, or you
if
just
you want to tell it now, tell it now.
No, but basically what I could do is I could make a little list and like with like just some links, and then you guys, or Wikipedia is on the topic or whatever if you guys want. If you want to use it, you can use it. If not, whatever. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll try.
We'll definitely. I mean, even if you're
I'm
not
really
here,
excited
we'll,
about
we'll
this idea,
definitely
though.
read it. You know
Things
my
are way
email.
more interesting.
You know
I mean,
my
because if
email.
there, like I said, if there's one podcast I'd want to do, it would be like exactly this topic. You know?
Well, we planned. We're gonna.
All
do
right.
True.
Yeah.
We talked about it. We're gonna do a conspiracy theory, true crime, conspiracy theory, true crime. We're also gonna do. Wabbit wants to get in on it. You might want to get on it, Jackie. We're gonna write a murder mystery, and each week give you clues.
This thing is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, each week we're gonna give you clues. You know, little bits of like, it could be like they found something in the DNA lab that points to something in another character and shit, and then you'll
Oh, you
have,
mean kind of like a weird what they've done on weird things like type.
Yeah,
thing.
like
Yeah.
a journey quest, but
Yeah,
like
but not-
legitimate.
yeah, but not like you get to participate. It's not for us like to be like, oh, Fitz goes in and investigates da 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 da. Like, if we can get enough people to play, you can come in and say what you'll do and shit, and there'll just be a list of options. What I figured is you could send them in to us, and then we could send you back for that week what your actions caused. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
that's ambitious to get people to stick to it, but yeah, that's amazing. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's it's ambitious idea, but man, is it awesome.
It
But
is. It is.
you know, your actions cause consequences that impact the rest of the
I love
investigation.
it. I fucking love it,
And
man.
I didn't even steal that
Amazing.
from Telltale Games. I just thought like that would be cool.
I love those choose your own adventure books, like when
Yeah.
I was a little kid. You know, like I love anything like
Exactly.
that.
That's where I got the idea from. Was the choose your own adventure? Like, you know, turn to page 54
Yeah.
for blah blah blah.
That's why I roll all my blunts poorly.
Telltale games. I love those, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just an idea. We'll start working on it. Because I know Wabbit wants to work on it. I want to work on it. Max
I'm
wants to
in.
work on it. I
But
think we should
I
choose.
totally.
I think we should choose a serial killer though. I think that would be way more interesting. That way people can try to uh
Like follow a real life
well
path.
establish a pattern. You know
Well,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
you guys.
And then try to track a killer from there. You know.
So if I don't know if either or any of you ever any like crime podcasts at all that
Whoa.
get sponsored by this organization called or a company called shit. It's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot the name of it.
Track
But
killer.
the premise is what is it?
Is it the track a killer?
Track a
count?
killer? Hunt a
Yeah.
killer?
Hunt a killer, something like that.
I think it's
Yeah.
Hunt a Killer. Yeah, so basically you pay for the subscription and they
And
send you all
a
of
box. Yeah,
yes. Yeah, with
Right.
all the stuff and you like try to work on it. And then they actually have crime cons around the
Oh,
country.
it's Hunt a Killer, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hunt
Yeah.
a Killer.
I wanted to do that to the
Oh,
box.
we will welcome their endorsement money.
Yeah.
Yes,
we
yeah,
will
you can
so.
get
I have a kid on the way. We will so welcome their endorsement.
Absolutely. Send your money to Fitz.
Yeah.
Are you getting one, Fitz?
Oh, you talking about one of the boxes? No, it's too
Yeah.
late. It's too late. Like, cause they even say on the thing, cause I've been following it for a while, that it's limited time and
Oh yeah.
all
But
that
there'll
shit.
be another one.
Yeah, I might get the next one just because
So
I love
I'm just
shit like
saying
that. Like,
I would totally be down to throw in so that we all had it and like it could be a segment of the show. Like just
yeah,
a 10
we
you
can
know what I
totally
mean?
do
Like you
that.
could be like, hey, what did you
Yeah.
do? And then
Oh,
get
that's
them
perfect.
to sponsor.
Yeah.
Then get them to sponsor the fucking show.
Yeah, we could
I'm
totally.
just
do
Oh, I
that.
love it. That sounds fantastic.
We could totally
Sorry.
do that.
Jesus.
I
You guys are so much smarter than me.
I think about podcast. I've thought about
Well,
talking.
and I'm a creator, man, so I think of all types of shit. So
I know, but that's awesome. I love where this is going. Makes perfect sense.
Anyways, whatever. That takes time.
we could do the whole jury quest like thing with the murder mystery, but I think that it's not genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's not original. I think like if we could get
I like having the.
like if we could get
If we could get a tie-in with that, that would be great.
look, we should shout it out on Diamond Time. And
Yes.
and then
Yes, finally, Diamond Club has a crime conspiracy theory podcast. Like
Diamond Crime.
association.
We'll call it Diamond Crime.
we could call it Diamond Crime. The game, though, the game.
Yeah.
We gotta think of something cool for this show. I don't even know what to call it. A bunch of BS.
I don't know. I like that we got a lot of ideas.
Well,
I like Fitz's weed room actually, because it's like we're all talking about conspiracies and theories. It's like I don't know, whatever.
we can name it though. I mean, I don't know if it's Twitch, but I mean I changed my whole company name to Fitz Needs You To Inc.
It's his weed room.
So it's no longer Fitz Needs You To Die. It's just Fitz Needs You To Incorporated.
Oh,
That's awesome.
nice.
But it works. I mean, it engages. It's a good.
And if
moniker.
you use a U instead of a YOU, it's fuck nut. No one got
Anyway.
that joke.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of along for the ride on this one, man. I'm here for.
Look, thank you for being here, Max. Thank you for coming in and just BSing Jackie. Thank you for being here, Wabbit. Because the hardest thing is you can get 1 million people to say they'll do a show, but the hardest thing is getting people to sit down and actually do a show. You know?
Fuck yes, tell me
That's
about
true.
it. I can fucking tell you something.
Of course, it would be better. It would be a better show if we prepared, but we don't.
I mean, well, all we had
We're
was
preparing to prepare.
like I could
All
talk.
right.
I could talk time travel all day, but y'all wouldn't be able to keep up with me on time travel. Even
That's not true.
Okay, well,
you didn't even try.
Okay, well,
you said one little story that may or may not be true.
I can list like 10. There was the guy that started with $800 and went to $36 million in under, I think it was it was either 36 hours. They later found him, captured him. He was bailed out of jail and never seen him again. He said he was a time traveler, and that's why he knew the stock market. There was also a guy that appeared in 1935.
I need citations.
Or I think it was 1940, was hit by a taxi. No one knew who he was. They later traced his address back to a place from the 1920s because he was wearing Victorian era clothes, and they found.
I think that's another one. I know that one. I know that. So that was a Mysterious Universe did one on that one.
Yeah. Do you want me to keep going? Because I can keep going.
Mysterious Universe.
Yeah. You ever listen to Mysterious Universe? Those guys are great.
No, is that a podcast?
Yeah. Oh, they're fantastic. They're a couple Australian guys that do all kinds of kooky, crazy, paranormal stuff, conspiracy stuff. You know, all the greatest, most interesting stuff.
The greatest hits.
Yeah. I've never heard of them, but I want to check them out now.
Check them out, yeah. They're good.
There was a time traveler that come from the year 2036, at least that's what he says. He's also been to time of 2077, and he says in 2077 they already know that we're here, that people can time travel, and they're more used to people to time travel. But he says that 9/11 was orchestrated by the U.S. government, not because of a conspiracy, but because if it didn't happen, it would cause a civil war amongst Americans. And that he's the time travel machine that he came in, it was because he was an Air Force pilot. And what it is there's a polar charge on top and a subatomic particle on the bottom, and it causes a gyration and allows him to come back into the past, future, whatever, present. There's also
none of those words make any sense, but okay.
Yeah, well, that's just his story.
I don't
fucking believe any of the shit he says. Because if you're really a time traveler, why the fuck would you black out your face? Like,
oh, right.
Fuck,
Maybe he retroactively did that upon time traveling.
Oh, he also says Trump will win a second term and be one of the most renowned presidents, and that it will be a female after Trump. And it will be and that
Robin Wright.
Oprah Wilson. Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Wilson?
Oprah Winfrey will run for president and lose.
She just said recently, like just in the last week, she's like, the reason I won't do it is because it would kill me.
Yeah. Well, that's just what he said. Maybe he.
Which I totally believe. She's not. I actually don't believe she would run.
She got the money to do it, though.
Why?
A lot of people. Bill Gates has the money to do it. He'd probably actually be good at it.
She could run, but she could run someone else so easily.
Look, you can take this the wrong way or not. Statistically, as a females outnumber us 4-1. And
I know.
Oprah Winfrey is one of the most pronounced women. So why could she not win? Like with the stuff she's done.
Lots of reasons.
I don't know.
Just because you're good at like being Oprah doesn't mean you're good at being a president.
I'm not saying I'm gonna vote Dr. Phil for fucking 2024. I'm just saying, you know, I think she has a better chance than Hillary did. Yeah.
Oh, Hillary doesn't have a chance. No, she never did.
Hillary is gone. She's not going to run.
Hillary was a ringer.
She's like, I mean, it's like what happened to Al Gore. Like he can't run. So.
Well, that's because he called for.
Or Howard Dean.
Or Howard Dean.
Howard Dean. I think he was just. I think it was fucked up what happened to him. Like he was just over.
Yeah.
It
was fucked up.
Yeah, that was that. Like I remember when that happened. Like I thought, it became like a big deal. Like that night. And I was like, oh, whatever. It's come on.
It's just exciting.
You know,
it's exciting. Look.
And then apparently it did take him down.
NPR did like a really good.
And
show.
Actually, the Democrat Party took him down. It wasn't.
And that's where it goes to.
That's true.
They played the exact audio from that day. What it sounded like. Without being mixed into the crowd and everything. It's a really, really interesting about 45 minutes of news. Like, when they played the unedited audio, he sounds perfectly fine. He's like, and then we're going to Washington.
And
then, when it got distorted and pulled through everything else.
I think he was just excited.
And don't you want your candidate to be excited?
Yeah.
Right?
I also want mine to be high, so I would have voted for Gary Johnson.
Here's my new idea.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
This is my new hashtag.
I couldn't hear you.
Elect the poor.
Huh?
Nobody should ever vote for anybody that has
money.
6-figure net value.
Hell yeah.
I mean, seriously. Vote homeless. I don't care.
Yeah. Homeless
people who are
drug addiction.
No, not necessarily drug addiction, even though
I gotta afford the crack somehow.
Oh, that's true. We've already done that.
We've got the crack.
We've got that Marion Mary.
I won't inhale. I'll just hit it. I won't inhale. Okay.
Marijuana. That's different.
What's wrong with that? Like there have to be candidates out there that are normal human beings. Like there has to be.
There are normal human beings out there, but it's alright.
George Washington did. I'm gonna go on the record and say George Washington did do cocaine.
Like, okay, pardon my French for what I'm about to say. But I'm about to say it because
Revolutionary War done faster. That's all I'm saying.
Like, we live right here in this little area where you can't say certain words and you shouldn't say certain words. Then, like, you go to the gaming communities and they will call you a pussy. They will call you a fucking F-bomb. They will call you fucking all types of shit. Like, and it's like you can't say that, bro. And they don't give a fuck because. That's my problem with PC culture is like we tell these people no you can't say that, that's not PC, and they go, oh, instead of trying to fucking convince them that it's not PC, they go, oh yeah, well I just won't say it in public, so they go home and say it, and then their kids hear the shit, and then their kids aren't fucking PC, and fucking it's just an endless fucking goddamn cycle.
I don't know, people should be out there like if you're a fucking idiot ass, dumbass, fucking retard white supremacist, you should be out there with it, fucking screaming it on the streets. So that way we know who you are.
Look, I agree fully. Like they have the right to exercise their rights. You know what I'm saying? But like that's why they do it in marches and in secret. You know what I'm saying? They don't fucking and. I don't know, man. I've seen blatant racism. Like I look white right now, but that's because I'm not out in the sun. Let me go out in the sun. I'll look Mexican. Trump be trying to put me over the wall, you know. So, no, I'm dead ass serious though.
No, dude. I'm about as white as you can get as a human being. He put me over the wall for this shit. I told his ass on Twitter. So, just saying.
Yeah, well, they'll still have Twitter in Mexico. Don't worry.
That's
Like,
good. I speak Spanish. It's good
oh,
enough.
and they have a Xanax getting store. I saw that on Weeds, so it's got to be real. No, I don't know, man. We crucify people on Twitter now, man. Like, but they don't want us. We live on Twitter every day. They don't give a fuck about us. They give a fuck about the fucking people that just pop on to be like, oh my god, look at my dress. It's so great. Then we eat them alive like wolves, man.
Look at this dress. This dress is amazing.
She looked good in that dress. I mean, I'm not
I don't-
judging her because she's not old enough. I'm not like sexually.
I was
but
just
she
on the
looked-
phone.
She looked
Whose
good
dress?
in that dress. The fucking Chinese guy spoke out that, or I don't.
Was it a blue dress or a
No, it
yellow
was
dress?
one of those
Or-
like,
Oh, the prom
it-
Chinese dress
it
girl with
looked-
thing. And
yeah, it looked like a
Oh,
Chun
the girl
Li.
who dressed
looked like
in
a
a
Chun-Li kinda
traditional
shit.
Japanese.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
Chinese. It was Chinese.
oh,
but-
Chinese?
yeah.
Chinese?
Yeah, it was
Okay, yeah.
Chinese, but
Oh, yeah, of course, because that's
Like,
where
'cause
the issue
China-
lies. Yeah.
China spoke out and said that she looked great in the dress and that it shouldn't have been a problem. And so that girl, like, I don't think she was going and like, oh yes, I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the prom. Yes, oh my god, yes. I don't think she did that shit. Like, I think she
I
thought
like how she turned into Gandhi at the
I
end
know,
of
I
your,
fucked
your
that up.
voice there.
I fucked that up. But
Gee.
I don't think she was like did it intentionally hateful.
You know what, man? I've worn these dresses before. Like,
I'll wear one of these dresses. What do I get?
I wish I was smart enough to have figured out to worn one to my prom.
But is
Like,
it more
that-
racist? Is it more racist to tell you can't wear that dress, or is it more racist to fucking for you to wear the dress? Like, that's where I run. Like, when do we become that much of elitist?
Like, it's a dress. I don't see how it matters. It's a dress.
This is why I believe that Myers-Briggs thing.
It's been in fashion for it's like,
Yeah.
should I not wear an Elizabethan collar?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I say we abolish
Like,
dresses
you
and
know,
also
like-
pants.
Like
Everybody
Dressing
gets all the
some,
time. Maybe they'll
certain fur
found some of
coats,
this.
I can see.
dressing
Certain fur coats.
Edwardian, like British, Jane Austen type dresses. Should I not do that?
Look, rappers are wearing skirts and dresses now, so whatever, man.
Yeah, who cares?
That's
Like, honestly,
crazy.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really doesn't matter to me.
People
I
should
don't
not be
care who
wearing
wears what.
hula.
Everybody's more interesting naked.
Hey, let's do something to promote the podcast. Let's get trending that hula skirts are racist. Hula skirts,
Yeah,
like the
No,
grass,
it should be the coconut bras or
the coconut bras. They're not only racist, but they're also a hashtag Me Too inappropriate.
Yeah. And see, like,
Because they're sexist. They're like.
Okay, I'm not wearing them anymore.
I was talking to somebody.
All right, I see clothes are sexist. Hashtag nudity.
I was talking to somebody, and
Hashtag for nudity is demeaning to women because then they have to get naked.
I'm still for hashtag free the nipple, man.
Eh.
I'm still for
Oh.
hashtag free the nipple. But like, I was talking to somebody.
Like, I don't care if people want to be naked or wear clothes
I
or
don't
what they
either.
want to do.
Do what you
Everybody's
want.
awesome. Yeah.
Just don't fucking rape little kids and people. Period.
Just don't hurt the kids.
That seems like a pretty good strategy.
Just don't hurt the kids or the animals. Just don't hurt
Stuff
dogs.
alone. You know what you shouldn't be fucking with? Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking.
Right.
But no, I was
Don't fuck sheep.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, I'm not trying to be sexual or anything. I don't want to get, You know, she's like, I was like, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. And she's like, why would you say that? And I was like, because this is not the year to have done any sexual dirt. Period. You get hashtag Me Too in like an instant. You know, fucking. Do you
I
remember?
mean,
Do you
well,
remember the time Fitz
if
tried
you're
to show
famous.
me? Fitz tried to show me his dick. Oh my god.
But it's only for famous people.
Which?
So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, so you're saying my dick isn't famous? Because I'll have you know. My dick is pretty famous in certain circles.
Like in your room and like right now? Like
Look at his dick. His dick is amazing.
Like there's a circle jerk joke in there that it's right in front of me and I can't make it. I should be able to.
I was hoping you would. I set that joke up for a circle joke.
I know, it's like right there. I'm sorry. That's me apologizing. Like it's right there.
I know.
I'm glad.
I set it up to be that way. Damn it.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm apologizing for not being able to follow up on it.
I appreciate your slowness on that because I could sense it coming, and I was taking a sip of my beverage, and I was thinking I had that little second where you panic, where you're like, oh no, this is coming out my nose.
Y'all get me like that all the time. People get me like, because I'll be taking a drink and somebody will say something funny and it'll go up my fucking nose or I'll swallow.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
It's awful.
But it also, if it's carbonated, I think it actually makes it funnier. I think maybe it's a carbonation, right? Going up your nose.
Yeah, that hurts though.
It does hurt.
I don't really have like, I've never really had it go up my nose, but like how it like goes up there, but it doesn't go through your nose. You know what I'm saying? I've never shot milk out of my nose. I've never shot soda out of my nose, but I've had it like where it went up there and made me where I couldn't breathe and I was coughing coke and shit out. About choked. But yeah, this was a show, I guess.
Oh, are we still live?
Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's 12 hours of conspiracy. Suck it.
Well, I mean,
actually, that's kind of cool. I like the concept of just doing a show that goes for hours and just like the old BB Live shows, you know.
It's just BSing, man. It was just BSing and shit.
Yeah, right,
like,
right on.
I mean,
and then you do a little polished up show here or there, you know.
Yeah. I mean, well, the next one, you should really write.
We can always get better at this.
Yeah, we will get better at this. But the next one, you should really write in about sociopaths and psychopaths.
Oh yeah,
that's the next show, and I will do research. I can still ramble more shit about time travelers. It's just I think I should write what I know down in a doc so everybody can see it. And you too, Max, because you know more about sociopaths and psychopaths than I
I have some knowledge. A lot of first-hand knowledge that I've done shared with a lot of people.
I just have
interesting.
I just have mentalism where I can read people. That's all I have. I can even read.
I've got a lot of personal experience with people who would fall on that spectrum.
So you can tell when people are mental?
Yep. Really can. Really can.
I wish I could, because that would have saved me a lot of problems.
You can see it in people's eyes and their actions, like how they're gonna treat you. I don't know. I can't explain mentalism, even though there's like millions of books on how to explain mentalism. But once you watch enough, like you watch enough podcasts and TV.
Oh, mentalism is once you get it, you get it.
Yeah, and I can read micro expressions. Like, and once you have micro expressions
I
down,
want to do that.
mentalism is easy. I can read micro expressions like no joke. It's easy. But when you've had everybody in your entire life lie to you, you kind of learn how to read micro expressions.
Yeah. And that was part of where I was going to say. I grew up with a lot of like what people would call crazy motherfuckers. So I can bring that experience to bear for the podcast. I assure you. I've had, people that I've known have had bombs blown up by a police robot in the middle of a highway.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know some weird ass motherfucker.
So I never done no shit like that. We made we made
Oh, I never done no shit like that. I just know them.
Yeah,
because
like, I mean,
that's who I grew up around.
I ain't never known nobody like that either.
Oh man.
I mean, I've met some crazy motherfuckers, like especially in the Navy and shit. Like I watched a Navy SEAL beat the shit out of 7 Marines. Like beat the shit out of 7 Marines at one time by himself. Like it was amazing.
Sounds like a fair fight.
I don't know, man. The Marines, like, he took a bunch of punches, but, like, I don't know. He just knew how to direct their fucking momentum against them and destroyed them. Like, it was crazy.
Well, that's a fight between professionals.
Yeah.
Let them sort that out. As far as my own experience, let them sort that out. Yeah.
I wasn't about to get in that shit. I'm not about to die. Fuck that. I've determined I'll never die from scuba diving because I won't be scuba diving. I'll never die.
I might because I
I
love
was
scuba.
certified at one point.
I'll never die from jumping out of an airplane because I won't jump out of an airplane to parachute.
I also love doing that.
I mean, I might once, but see, now that I've said I'll never die that way, I probably won't ever do it because I could die that way.
Dude, I would put some money to this. Me and you are going to go skydive.
By the way,
As long as I'll have to watch you pack that chute.
Out of it.
I have to watch you pack that chute like a motherfucker.
guys.
Do it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So speaking of scuba diving, those kids that are and those people that are
Oh God! In Thailand, yeah.
Cave and monsoon rains are supposed to start on Sunday.
What happened with these people in Thailand?
I haven't looked.
I mean, they're still alive, but the monsoon rains are expected on Sunday.
Well, it's
Which is
What happened to these people?
It's monsoon season.
What happened to these people?
You don't know anything about it? You haven't heard anything about the kids that are trapped in the cave?
No.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Elon actually offered.
For what? But let's or anybody who's listening and is not familiar.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, go ahead and
I
explain
said
it, Jack.
for Wabbit and anybody who's not familiar, let's explain it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. You guys might know more than I do, but I mean, I just started following it like a couple days ago. But yeah, these kids have been trapped. I guess they were. I don't know. It was before there was actually any water in the caves. It was under this mountain, and they got to a certain place, and then all of a sudden rain started, and
there was
they got
flash flood
trapped.
and they were stuck.
Yeah, because they were cave exploring, I guess, and they got they went through caves where you crawl basically, and so you can't actually get like oxygen tanks through. So they've been stuck down there, and they can't get them out. And the monsoon rains are supposed to start tomorrow, today or now.
That's why cave diving is the most dangerous of anything.
Caves?
Well, they weren't cave diving. They were just cave. They were just caving.
Spelunking
like they were
just
walking around.
Oh, there was no water there. I see.
They were just doing regular, like probably more dangerous than normal caving.
Yes, kind of. I guess that you have to get on your stomach and crawl.
Flood the shit out of everything, as far as I know.
Well, y'all want to end the stream?
Oh, okay.
We can go raid Christy Cates.
Oh.
Okay.
We can keep talking. I don't give a fuck, man.
Oh no! I mean, we can
do both.
We can talk.
We can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, anyway, like it's just so fucking creepy to be stuck in a fucking cave like that. Who does that?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Okay. Anyways, it's scary.
Somebody needs to go save them kids.
I realized I went to these.
It's a job for Superman.
I went to these caverns.
It really is.
About 2 years ago, and I had no idea that I had that kind of phobia.
Okay, everybody shout yourself out. Go ahead. 3, 2,
Going-
1. Shout yourself out.
To fate. And that's all I was going to say. 3, 2, 1.
I'm out. This is Max Trollbot. Go save those kids in Thailand.
Why is
Good
it
night,
not-
everyone, wherever you are.
Why is it not rating Christy Cates?
Hey, I'm Jack here in Matter, Jack here in 81 on Twitter.
You know y'all can throw links in the chat.
We'll do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to
I'll have it in the book in the chat.
It just
What do you
go.
do with that?
Y'all are
People
all
ch-
mods, so I'm just saying.
Elon Musk proposes tiny kid-sized submarine.
Just throw in there. Fitz needs you to have a nice day. I love all you fuckos, and I'll catch y'all later.
Oh.
But thank y'all for coming for the show, man, and being here. And thank you for stopping in, Jackie. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry.
You should be in on this. Like,
Nah.
Come on.
I
you
mean,
could totally be in on it.
it's a boys' club.
It's not a boys' club.
What? I'm kidding. I'm usually part of the boys'
Rabbit's
club.
old. I'm a
I
robot.
brought up this question yesterday. Why does Christy always wear black?
Who
It's her
cares?
favorite
She's a.
color. It's her favorite color.
Oh my god. Hashtag me too. You don't talk about what a female performer is wearing. Rabbit.
Okay. I mean,
Fuck me.